I thought I would do something a little bit different tonight, given that it is Friday, because there's a particular story. I'm handing these out to my wonderful panel. There's a particular story that really caught my eye this weekend, and I don't know whether or not you saw it. It's about a song that many of us might have knocked out once or twice, a little bit of karaoke. I can certainly put my hands up and say that I have. That has now been forbidden from being sung anymore by the choir at the Welsh, how do you say it, Principality Stadium. This is all about the song Delilah, as it's known. Why? Apparently, Tom Jones, of course, was the man that sang it. Apparently now it's risen concerns that it's all about domestic violence. I've got it with us, chaps. Shall we just remind the audience of the song?
Oh,
You're kidding. Shall we... No, I'm not
They'll
kidding.
all switch off if I sing.
No, they won't. No, you won't.
I
right.
think you should do a solo.
Should we just... Right.
we'll join in for the chorus.
Let's just do the chorus then. Are you ready?
You first.
Right.
You first. You're doing it on your own.
OK, so what we'll do is we'll just remind you all of the song and then we can discuss whether or not it should be banned. Are you ready, you three? Right, 3, 2, 1, let's just do the chorus. They've got the lyrics, because I thought to myself they won't sing, because they'll say they ain't got the lyrics. You ready?
Go.
My Delilah. Come on at home. Why, Delilah? Now, I put it to you that is pretty much the only part of the song that anybody knows, because it goes on and it goes on and it goes on, and you cannot remember even the tune, let alone the words. But long story short, the song is all about this fella. He drives up to his girlfriend's house, looks through the window, she's with another guy. When he comes out, the guy leaves, and the man kills Delilah. He stabs her, basically. So, yeah, they can't sing it anymore. What do you think to this, Paul Embery?
It's just one of these crackpot stories, isn't it, that do the rounds from time to time, where people jump on a particular bandwagon.
We've got a beers and a Prosecco's in, by the way, for this particular segment.
I saw, by the way, I think the Chief Constable of Dyfed Powys Police Force in Wales was on Twitter yesterday defending it, saying why it's right that it should be banned. And you just think to yourself, well, OK, where does that end then? Because if you're saying that any song that contains lyrics about violence and death and, whatever... And, some of it is pretty gory. I think we would probably accept that.
But nobody even knows the full song.
Well, that's probably true. But when you look also at opera, when you look at certain national anthems, when you look at rap music, when you look at poems, an enormous number contain, lyrics and verses about violence and death. Do we go on this slippery slope where we end up banning every one of them? No, of course we don't. In which case, why are we targeting... Why are we going to Tom Jones?
If we want to go through all the other sort of the teams that'll play in the Six Nations, I mean, the Scottish national anthem is all about beating the English in war. I know they go on a lot about that. It only happened once or twice, but still, that's not exactly a safe topic, is it? The English, they sing "Swing Low, Sweet Chariot," which is technically cultural.
Do you want to sing it for us?
No, I don't want to submit everybody to that. But that's a slave song from the Deep South. They used to sing that on the plantations. Isn't that cultural appropriation? Shouldn't that be banned? Of course not. But I'm sure somebody will argue for it. You can always find reasons why something has got to be banned or somebody will be offended. The New Zealand national team do an actual war dance before they play rugby. Is that particularly, OK? Is that fair? I don't know.